All right. Today we are still going to be sharing policies. So we are still going to be talking about sharing policies because the most important thing about files, folders are policies, permission levels. So all these things are what like you need to understand very, very well for you to be able to control who is able to access your files, who is not able to access your files. You understand? So that's why sharing policies and permission are very important. So we're here yesterday sharing policy under sharing. So I explained what anyone with the link was. I explained what new and existing guest was. I explained what existing guest is. As existing guest is already people that are there. That means no new people, but people that are there can still get access to it. All right. So what I want to show you now is the policies you create here on this SharePoint Admin Center also affects your OneDrive and SharePoint. So here now, if I put this one on the right here on new and existing guests, it doesn't mean that SharePoint is on new and existing guests. It only means that anyone with the link will not be available on OneDrive when you want to share a file. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to put this now on SharePoint and OneDrive on anyone with the link. So let's open OneDrive. The same way you share file on SharePoint is the same way you share file on OneDrive. There's no difference. So let's go to OneDrive. Now this is a folder that was created by me. I want to share this file now. If you come here to this settings icon, you see that anyone with the link is available, right? That is because on the main admin center, I made anyone with the link available. Now, if I go back to the main admin center now, that is the SharePoint admin center, and I disable this anyone, I put it here and save it. If I save this now, if I go back to OneDrive and I refresh, if I should try to send a file and click on that settings icon, anyone with the link will not be available. If you click here now, you can see anyone with the link is gone, right? So whatever I make available on the main admin center is what will show up here, right? Now let's put it on anyone, only people in the organization on OneDrive. Then let's save it. Let's see what option we are going to have. So if you come here now, let's refresh. So I'll try again, share, click here. You can see only people in your organization and people that are already existing. That's the option you see. It will not allow you to share with somebody that is external. Okay. Now, if you come back to SharePoint, before I continue, what I just said now, is it straightforward? Did you guys get it? Okay, it's
Yes,
only
yes, we got it.
Yes.
yeah. Now, if
Yeah.
I come back here, right? And let's say I'm an organization now. and I say, oh, I want to protect my organization. I don't want anybody to send outside. I put both SharePoint and OneDrive. I put two of them on only people with the organization. That's what I set up for both SharePoint and OneDrive. Now, because I've done this, if you create 10, let's say 10 SharePoint sites now, it means that all SharePoint sites will not be able to share externally. They'll only be able to share internally with people in the organization. Let me show it to you. If I go to active site, let me go to a site that I created. Okay. Now, if I go to settings, you will see this. You can see that it already graded out. That's because I chose only people in the organization. So every SharePoint site now that I go to, we have this option only, right? Now, there's a question. A customer has reached out to me and said, please, how do I achieve this? I have different sites, but I want one of the sites to be on anyone with the link. And I want other sites to be on only people in your organization. How do I achieve this? For what I just explained now, can anybody just try? Just try. How do you think I can achieve that? If you feel you have an idea, just raise up your hand. Okay. What do you Uber? What do you Uber? Did
Okay,
I?
yeah,
All right.
yeah, you try. Good evening. So I think on the site level, you go and set the permissions so that
Okay.
anyone with the link can be able to rather than doing it on the whole SharePoint, you can go
Mm-hmm.
to the site level from the admin center and then enable that anyone with the link. So that way it has so the whole organization has two forms of what's the word now?
Sharing
Two forms of
permission.
permission, two of admissions, yeah. So one is on the general organization, and then one is specific for that particular link. That's what I think.
Okay. Thank you very much. You got it. Now, this customer asked me a question. The customer said, but if I come here now and I change here, because everything now is on only people in your organization, that means if I go to all the sites here, they should all be on only people in your organization, right? If I go here too, it should be on only people in your organization. Now, it now asks me, what if I change here now to anyone with the link? If I go to sharing now, he asks me, what if I change everything to anyone with the link? What will happen to the other sites? Won't they switch to anyone with the link? This is what I told him. If you have set up your site before as only people in your organization, because you came here to switch it, does it switch the permission level of what you have already set up for a particular site, right? Let me show it to you. Now, as you can see, these sites now, they are on, let me use this one. Let me use test. Here now is on only people in your organization, right? If I switch now from here coming. If I switch it now from here to here and I save it, normally what comes to your mind is that what the sites also will switch, right? But Microsoft has done it in a way that if you switch it on the main administrator, you have to go and use by your own hand and switch it on the site. So let me go to that test again. So I expect it should still be on only people in your organization. Okay. Now, the reason why this switch is because this was what it was on from the set. Now let me set it now. Yeah, I'll save it. Okay. So let's switch it here now. There you see. Let's switch it to all the people in your organization and save. Because initially it was on anyone. So now I've saved it. Let me refresh it. So if you go back to active sites, you should see people in your organization. Okay, that's what is one more. We switch it by ourselves. So let us go now and trade it to anyone. Let's see if it switches. By design, it's not supposed to switch. So let's go to test, settings. So you can see, you notice I did not change. Did you say I did not change? That's because that's what I already set up before. So if I had set up a policy to anyone, to only people in your organization, it doesn't mean because I switch here to anyone, it will now switch it back to anyone. No. What this does is that if you put it on anyone, it will make the option available on that site level, right? This sharing policy now is what we call org level, but the site level supersedes the org level. So you can actually choose which permission or sharing policy you want for that particular site. Just that whatever option you make available on the main one is what you see on the site level. Save it as folder level. Save it as file level. What do I mean by folder level? Folder level is if you come to a site now, so this is folder level. If I open this site now, and I go to documents, so this is folder level. So the folder level now has its own permission. Okay. So if you click on share, this is own permission level, right? Now, because this particular site, I chose only people in your organization. That's why you are seeing only this option here. So it's what I make available on the site level that also determine what I'll see on the folder level and file level. I don't know if I'm making sense. I want to be sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, I think George has a question. George, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Good
Yeah,
evening.
good evening.
Please, I know you've explained this thing enough, but I would want you to, I still don't get it, honestly. And please, before you continue, I don't know why I'm not seeing this SharePoint admin center from my side. I don't know if it's just me or if there's an issue with me on this.
After the
Huh?
class, let me know. After the class, send me a
So
message. So I'll check
I
it.
don't, okay, I can't find SharePoint admin center.
Just text me after the class. I'll check it for you.
It's okay, okay. Then throw more
All
light
right.
to this thing you just explained. I didn't get it.
All right. Did you join early or you just joined?
Now, I joined. I'm good with you. I joined early.
All right,
I
no
joined early.
problem. No problem. I'll go over it again. But before I go over it,
Yeah.
Abiodun, you have a question.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I didn't get it.
Okay.
I didn't get what you mean.
All right, no problem. Ibika.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
just a clarification for the site
Okay.
while setting it up. With the
Mm-hmm.
summary of what you just explained, it's just like our master, our master document, for instance, whatever level if you want to share, we can, the highest level,
Mm-hmm.
whatever we set is the like master, when we say this is our master template.
Yes.
So
Yes,
for
exactly.
the different levels, maybe folder, the file.
File,
So
yeah.
it's now dependent, whatever option of permission that
That the
we'll
parent
be able to
gives.
have access to, we determine by what we have actually picked while setting up the site. Am I right?
Yes. So
Okay.
whatever now is level by level. We have the
Yeah.
org level. That
Mm.
is the main admin center. That is
Okay.
what you set. That's where you set the sharing policy for the whole organization.
Okay.
Now, whatever is set up on the org level,
Mm.
right, is what you'll be
Mm.
able to see on the site
Okay.
level,
All right.
right? So
Yeah.
whatever you now set up on site level is what
Mm.
you'll be able to see on folder level and
Okay.
file level.
Good. All right.
Do you understand?
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
All right, I'll still explain it again.
Uh,
Um, Idoko,
Okay, yes, so that's is so similar too because what is actually getting sorry, good evening everybody. Sorry, forgive my manners. So what is actually confusing me is, are you saying now we have active sites and then there's just sharing that has to that is for probably folders and files, right? So if you are saying anyone on the sharing points, like anyone can share files, and then it goes, is it that on the site now, if you say only those in the organization, is limited to just the site. Nobody can log into the site and share files. That's if you say no, only those in the organization. So if you're not there, you can't share. Then, but if you have been given the permission on that sharing, the sharing now that okay, anyone can do it, you can't access the site also. This is a bit confusing, honestly. I'm trying to. So
see,
is it
don't
that
confuse.
every time I should not allow you to?
So don't confuse permission with sharing policy. They are two different things. Sharing policy is what is set up, how you can share. Sharing
Oh,
something is I want to give to you. Do you understand? Now, when you create a sharing policy, that's what will determine who you can give that into.
okay.
Do you understand? That's what sharing
Yes.
policy is. Now, permission is when you now have that thing, what can you do on that thing? Do you
Okay.
understand? So sharing policy is who you can share the files to, who can have access to the file. But permission
Okay.
is when you now get the file, what can you do
What can
on
you
that
do?
file.
Okay.
Exactly. Is it
Okay.
that you can just see the file, you can edit it, you can download it, you can share it to somebody else? That's where permission comes in.
Okay.
Do you
Thank
understand
you.
now?
Yes,
So let me
yes.
go over it again. So I'll go over it again. If you remember what I said yesterday about anyone with the link, if I should put a like the policy on anyone with the link, now is on anyone, right? If I go to a site now and I click on a site, let me use this one. If I click a site now and I click on settings and I put this one also on anyone. So this option, anyone now, is available on this site level because I made it available on the org level. Do you understand? So the org level is like the highest. It's the parent um share policy. That's where you give the final say, like final say. Do you understand? Now, if I go back here now to the org level, if I go back to the org level and say there should be no anyone, and I save it, and I save it. If I go back to the site, any site at all, if I go to any site, that option of anyone will not be there again. Let me refresh. That option of anyone will not be there anymore. You know why? Because I disabled it from the org level, right? Do you understand, Idoko?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
So I'm going
getting
to
you
show it
now.
to you now. So I've disabled it from the org level. Now let's go to a site. If I click here, if I come here now, what option do I see? I see just the three options that I remain on the org level. Let me duplicate this tab. I think it will be better. So that we'll be seeing the org level and the site level together. So let's say this tab now is the org level. This is the site level, right?
Okay.
So now you see this three option now is what is available here. This is what we set up here. That's why the site level has these three, right? So on this site level now, I can decide I want only people with the organization. If I choose only people with the organization, it's going to affect only that site because that is the site level sharing policy. But do you understand? But
Yes,
this main one now is what will determine what you will see on the site level. Let's put it here now. Only people with the organization. Let's put it here. Then let's go and see the site level. Let's refresh here. So you see now. Let's refresh. So what do you expect me to see now? Idoko, tell me. What
when
do you
you
expect to
refresh,
see now? Yes.
you won't see any of those options available.
Now this is what I set up now. Now on the org level. This is where it is.
Only
This is where
people.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you expect to see on site level?
Only people in your organization.
Good. Can you see? You can see that the rest is graded out. Now that is site level versus org level. So whatever you do is only organization, only these people in your organization that will be available for all the sites, right? Now, if you want to have some site, like some site should be only people in your organization, and some site should be anyone. What will you do? You will come here, set this one to anyone, so that the option will be available on site, right? If I save
Yes.
it now, I'll save it now. If you come here, let me refresh. Now let's use two sites as example. I have test site. I have another one, right? This particular one now, I want this one to be on anyone. I've set this particular site now to anyone. I can go to a different one and set that one to only people in the organization. You see, there are two different sites with two different permissions.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now,
Yes. I'm
I
just.
was explaining, I said a customer of mine asked me, they have previously set all their sites to only people in the organization. But now they want to set some sites to anyone without altering the cherry policy of those sites that they have on only people in the organization already. Do you understand? So they asked me, what would they do? I told them, because you have choose only people in the organization or the site, doesn't mean if you switch it on the bid administrator, which is the org wide, it doesn't mean the site level will switch. Let me show it to you. Now, this is, let's use this one, test. If I go to test now, and I choose setting, and I go to, okay, only people with the organization. Now, if I come here, and I set it to only people in the organization now, and I click on save, it okay. If I change this now, right, now the org
Yes.
setting is on only people in the
Only people.
organization.
Yes.
The org setting is on
Yes.
only people in the organization. This site too is on only people in the
Only
organization.
people.
If I switch this now to anyone, common sense, right, will tell you that okay, it will switch the one or the site too. That's what everybody thinks.
Yes.
But no,
Only
that's
people.
not what will happen. That's not what will happen. Let me switch it for you.
To only make the options available.
Exactly. So if I click on save now, if I come here, I'll refresh. This exact test too, I'll refresh it.
Hmm.
And you think is that okay, it will switch to anyone. But no, see it here.
So we didn't go.
You see, it did not change.
Yes.
Anyone is there now. but you don't switch it. Do you get now?
Yes, clear now.
Safety that
Another
site level.
question.
Okay.
So please, I want to understand why both the SharePoint and the OneDrive are all on. Is it compulsory that both of them must be that's on the org level now? Is it
Mm-hmm.
compulsory that both of them must be on the same level? Because SharePoint is on anyone, OneDrive too should be on anyone, or it's based on your own decision on how you want it. Because I noticed you've
Exactly.
been dragging both up
Yeah,
and
that's because I'll be explaining.
okay.
It's based on what your organization wants to configure, right? Now, if you come here now, if you come here now and you go to sharing policy, if you put OneDrive now on anyone, it only affects OneDrive. It doesn't affect
So
SharePoint, right? So whatever you set up here affects OneDrive and not SharePoint.
understand.
Now, now, you know, you can have 50 users now in your organization. And then if you set this now to anyone, it means that anybody in your organization that has a OneDrive, they can share link out, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But if you want to accept, if you want this like policy to affect, let's say just few people, like you want out of 50 people, 2 people should not be able to share outside. That option is not available here. How do you do that? You have to do that from the main admin center, not SharePoint. So let's say you have 10, 10 users now. You set up this one now that okay, allow anyone, but you have to restrict 2 people. How do you do that? Let me show it to you. We come here, you go to active users. Now it's set to anyone on the SharePoint admin, right? But I
Yeah.
want to restrict one person. I don't want this person to be able to share outside. What would I do? I'll go here, search for here, click on the name. I'll go to OneDrive. Now, can you see here? Sharing. If you click on here now, you can see the setting. Let people outside the
Okay.
organization access your site. If you or check this down, you cannot share files. This user cannot share files externally, right? If you check here now, see there are other options. If you want them to authenticate before accessing your file, you choose this one, right? So if you want to like block someone, only one person from not sharing, just come here or check this one and save it.
Yes.
That person will not be able to share, right? I hope you guys are understanding.
Yes. I'm understanding you
Yes.
now.
Yeah. So just exactly what we explain now. Whatever you select here now is what we now also reflect on the folder level. So whatever you pick on org level is what you see on site level. Whatever you select on site level is what you see on folder level. So let's open this site now. So that we'll see what we are saying. Let's go to document. So here now, this site is set to only people in your organization. It means that here on the folder level, the only permission I should have is only people with the organization. If I click on sharing now and I click here, you can see there is no um there is no anyone. It's only people with the organization. Okay. If I go back now and I switch this one to anyone and I save it, because of that is what I chose on the site level. It will make anyone become available on the folder level. Let's refresh. So if you come here now, you see anyone is now here, right? Now you see this option, people you choose, is the same thing as here. So when they say people you choose, it means that you want to send this file to a specific person. You know, anyone with the link now means that anybody at all, as long as they have access to that link, they can access whatever you share. But if you put an email now inside here, it means that you are choosing who you want them to have access to that file. That's why it's called people you choose, right? So this is for sharing policy now. I hope you guys understand, because I want to now
I have
go to
one
permission.
question. Ah,
Okay,
ah,
please do.
thank you so much. Yeah. Please, for the organization level, let's
Mm-hmm,
assume I set at anyone.
mm-hmm,
Then, while creating my site, I pick option of maybe the people in the organization.
mm-hmm,
So, in the level of sharing my file, maybe I forgot to set my permission. So,
mm-hmm.
which one will take priority? Maybe, after selecting the people I want to send the folder or file to.
Okay,
So, I forgot to pick or select the desired permission. So,
okay,
which one will take the uh, which one the permission we select why
yes,
that file has been sent.
yeah. Now, remember I told you just now, when you put a email here now and you don't select anything,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
It goes to the people you choose. That's why it's called people you choose. Do you understand? So
Hmm.
if you put email here now, let's say you put 5 email, it's going to go to people you choose. Now, on this face now, there are two options. There is link and people you choose. So this settings icon now, whatever you choose here is affecting the link. Do you understand?
Okay.
Let me show you what I mean. There are two permissions here now. This one is people you choose. But this one now, down here, is for the link. So let's say I want to send you a link now. And maybe I send it to you and you did not receive the email. I can
Hmm.
easily copy the link and give it to your WhatsApp. Do you understand?
Hmm.
But because I have put your name here now, it's going to allow only you. If I come here now, I choose people you choose. Hmm? And I put your name here. If I copy it, I give you on WhatsApp. It's only you that I choose that will have access to that particular link. Only if I create another one. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So if I create, let me show you something. If you come here, if you click on manage access, you see link. You can see this link.
Mm.
This is one link that I have created or shared. Now, imagine I send one particular link now to you, right?
Mm.
You'll be the only one to access that link.
Okay.
Until I
All right.
create another one.
All
The moment
right.
I create another one now, I would not give that one a different permission.
Okay.
You will see that link will be listed here. Do you understand?
Yes, very clear. Thank you.
So yes, so that's how um it works.
All
That's how it
right.
works.
Yeah.
So the default is people you choose.
All right.
Only if you go and specify with that link, that's why they
Okay.
choose something different.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
So
Yeah. Thank you.
welcome. Somebody else
Please,
wanted
can
to
I
ask.
also ask a question?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah,
Can I? So my
yeah.
question is, I think I'm getting it now. My question is
Okay.
now, if you set up a policy in the organizational level, right? Let's
Mm-hmm.
say to only the people,
Mm-hmm.
and you now go to the site from your explanation, the
Mm-hmm.
site policy affects the folder within the site. Is that
Mm-hmm.
what? So maybe in the site, I now put maybe like anyone. So which one is more, which one takes priority? Is it the
All right.
organizational one or the one for the site at that moment concerning the file that I want to share?
All right. So now, if you heard me very well, the fact that you have selected only people in the organization on the org level, that will be the only option you will see. Because if you choose only people in the organization, it means you don't want the other option to be available. So if you go to the site level, those anyone existing guests, they will not be available. They will be graded out. That means
Okay,
even site level, folder level, they will all be on anyone, only people in the organization by default.
okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I get it. Thank you.
All right. Mildred.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Is there a way to undo a mistake with concerning this particular aspect? And let's say the org level, you put it on anyone, then the policy, you put it on only people in the organization, and you're supposed to share a file, maybe out of maybe distraction or something. You are now supposed to send a file that nobody can access, just people on the organization on the org level. But you made
Mm-hmm.
a mistake of not applying that rule there, and you
Mm-hmm.
send it. Is there a way you can do it quickly,
Yes.
or you have to?
Yes.
Because I know that there are
Yes.
times distraction can come and you make that mistake.
Yes. So if you remember me, yeah. So if you remember just now, I explained to Ibiyika. Let's say for instance that I share this file, right? And I set it as anyone with the link. If you come to the folder and you click on this option now, if you click on manage access, it's going to create a link, right? That link now, you can disable it,
Okay.
right? You can quickly delete it and send a new one.
Nobody will have access.
So yes, if you delete it, anybody that tries to access it will have error. Or
Okay, okay.
yes, that is the best thing to do. So you just come, click on delete. As soon as you delete it, that link become invalid, right? Then you
Okay.
share it again with the new policy you want. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
And it's only on
uh,
this folder
come
that it
again?
can be done, or it can be done. It's only
No,
here it can be done. It can be done on all the both the.
it's can be done anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go to a folder now, a file, see, let's create a file here. Let's create a Word document. Yeah. This is a Word document. See it, manage access.
Okay, okay.
You see, I've not shared it with anyone. That's why there's no link here. If I share it to somebody now, you will see the link here. If I share it to another person, you will see the link. Do you understand? So you just come here and you'll be able to do whatever it is.
Okay.
Abiodun,
Thank you so much.
you're
My
welcome.
question is that let's assume that I'm sharing with only people in the organization, and we
Mm-hmm.
set it up wide. And let's say when
Mm-hmm.
I have like folder that is maybe inheriting that particular permission of a thing. Now, if I have like a subfolder that I
Mm-hmm.
want it to be able to share differently, I still
Mm-hmm.
want that folder, right, to be able to share with only
Mm-hmm.
people in the organization. But I want that particular subfolder maybe to be able to shared uh, with anyone. So is there a way to break that particular permission of a thing so that only that subfolder can have it?
Now we
I
are
don't
still
know.
saying the same thing. We are still
Okay,
saying the same thing.
okay,
If it is for
okay,
sharing policy, not permission now. Like I said, sharing
okay.
policy is different from permission. If it is
Oh,
permission, you can do that. But sharing
okay.
policy, whatever is set up in the org level is what the site level inherits.
Oh,
Whatever you set up on the site is what the folder level inherits. Whatever the folder level has is what the file also inherits.
okay,
But for permission, it's possible for that kind of thing. That scenario, very possible,
okay.
right? So if there's any question about sharing policy now, please feel free to ask because I want to dive into permission.
So is
So
there
I want to dive into
another question
permission.
that I have regarding the sharing policy? Is that
Okay.
is there a way to see all the peoples that have maybe access a particular or that we've shared
Yeah.
with?
Yeah.
Can
Yes. So now this is a document. If you want to see people that has access to a document, click here, manage access.
okay,
If you click manage access here, you're going to see them listed here. And also with the permission they have, right? Let me go here.
okay, okay,
I think yesterday I created one site like that. Let's use that one because I shared it with anyone. Um, M365. Okay, this one. Let's use site. So I think I shared a folder. Okay. So let's check this one. I think I shared this one yesterday. So as you can see, this person has access to it and this person. Okay, this was the two people I shared it to yesterday. So that's why they are
okay,
listed here. So you can
yeah,
see this is the permission I gave to them. All right.
and then, okay,
Yeah. This one also.
all right, thank you.
So nobody's here. And you can see this one has two leaks. I created two leaks yesterday. That's why I show you
Yeah,
here now. So if I disable here now, if I delete it, I delete it. Whoever has access to this file or link, it will be disabled automatically for every
okay,
of them. Do you understand?
I
For
get.
everybody. Mhm. So if you don't
I,
want to be doing like deleting leak but manually, that's where
yeah,
you can set up here or the site level here. You can set up when you want the leaks to expire,
Okay.
right? You can say, okay, any
Okay.
leak I share should expire within 100 days,
Okay.
right? Now, because I
Yeah.
put 100 days here now, doesn't mean I cannot set up site level. It only means
Okay.
that on the site level now, the maximum will be 100
Yeah.
for the site level, right? So let's go to a site
Okay.
now. Let's go to test. So here now, I can also set up link expiry. Mm, mm, um, mhm. I did save it. Mhm. Okay. So if you come here now, you can decide for the site level how long you want that link to like stay. And that is for site level.
Okay.
I'll also show you for folder level. So if you come here now,
Yeah.
you come to advanced external sharing. You see advanced setting for anyone link. If you uncheck this now, you can set it manually, right?
Yeah.
So you can choose number of days here. You can choose 10, you can choose 20, you can choose 30. It depends on what you want. You can choose, but you don't pass 100 because you set the org level to be 100. Do you understand? Forget this thing that is right here. It's just telling you cannot set more than 730. But if you set it on org level, 100, here, 100 will be the highest you can go. Okay? So that is site level. Now, let me show you folder level.
Yeah. Okay.
This is we have opened the site now. This folder level. If I click here now, and I click here, can you see this?
Yeah.
So if I click here now, can you see this?
Yes.
So you can decide when you want it to expire. Do you understand? So
Okay.
once you select where you want it to expire, that's the time it will expire. If you choose that, okay,
Wow.
as I said, this leak now, expire within 5 days or the 6th day, that leak will not work again.
Yeah.
So you can see the folder level has its own, site level
Yeah.
has its own, um, file level
The
has its own.
file level. So,
Mhm. So if you go here
and
now,
can I set the file level date to be more than the folder level, the site
so
level
that's it.
rather?
That's it. If the site level set a particular date, that's what you can set the folder and automatically. If you
Okay.
choose a folder, if you set the folder now that this folder should like expire in 5 days, automatically everything that is inside that folder will expire that same day now. Do you understand? because everything that's inside
Yeah, I
that
understand.
folder inherits the permission of the folder itself. Only if I now send you the file alone has set its own expiry date.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Okay. So can we move on to permission now? We just finished talking about sharing policy. Now, let's talk about permission. So what is permission? We have different type of permission. By default, we have edit, we have view, and we have full control. So like I said, full control is always for admin or owner of a site. So if you have full control, it's either you are admin or an owner. Now, you can actually configure your own level of permission. That is why SharePoint is more important, like it's more preferable to OneDrive. Let me show you. This is a site. The default permission now, if you come here, what do you see? Card edit, card view, card download. That's the one that you see on the UI. That's why there is a place called advanced permission. Let me take you there. You can only access here if you're a site admin or owner. If you're not a site admin or owner, you cannot see this option. So click on site permission now. So if you click here, you click on advanced permission settings. So let's click on it. All right. So now this is the advanced permission settings now. If you look at the right top corner here, you see permission level. If I click on it now, it's going to show me the permission levels that are currently available. Right? Now we have full control. If I click on full control now, what can full control do? If you look at it, full control can do everything. Everything. Look at it very well. You will see that full control is checked. And the funny thing is that it's graded out. Means that you cannot change anything. You cannot adjust anything on full control. Right? Now we have, let's go back. We have design, edit, contribute, and read. If you click on edit now, right? I want to show you how permission are created. Now, if you notice something here, on edit, it's not graded out. You notice that it's not graded out. Now, what happened? You see this edit. This edit is just a title. It's just a title of the permission that was created. I can change this now to don't allow to edit. If I save it, the permission level now, the name will change to what I just showed you to. Are you see? So this name now that you see is just the title, so that you'll be able to know what this permission does. So this permission gives you the ability to edit, right? Now, what will determine what that person with that permission can do is what you check here. So whatever you check here is what the person that has this permission will be able to do. Am I making sense? Now, if you look at it under edit, they checked add item. If I'll check this one now, that user that has that edit permission will not be able to add item, right? The title is editor, but if I'll check this icon now, the user will not be able to add item. See, edit item. Now, if I'll check this one, the user will not be able to edit. So that's this one now at the top is just the title for you to know what the permission is for. But the function of that permission is determined by what you check here. So if I check now and I'll check this one, the delete item, it means that whoever has edit permission cannot delete. People understand? Please, you guys understand?
Yes.
So here now, these are the permission now that are available. Imagine you are like in an organization now, and they now told you, we have some users. We want to give them a special permission. We don't want them to be able to edit. We don't want them to be able to delete. We don't want them to be able to download. How will you do that? Can somebody give you an idea from what I just
Yeah.
explained now?
So we just go to the read only for the setting,
Mm-hmm.
or
Now,
we manually click whatever we want them to have
okay,
access. Yeah.
okay. So read only is already existing. They have already choose what read only can do, right? Read only cannot edit. Read only can only view, but cannot edit, cannot delete, cannot download. But now they say, please help us create a new permission where the user will be able to edit, but he cannot delete, right? You know that I have edit already. If I say, okay, let me just go and remove the delete option from the edit one now, it means that all the other people, all of them also will not be able to delete. What would you do? Like, just tell me what you feel should be done.
Can we add another level of permission to what we have in existence? Then we make, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
So if you come here now, if you look at the left top corner, you see add permission level. So if I click on that now, it will give the
Sorry,
permission
please,
a
sorry.
name. Okay.
Also, just I had to quickly attend to. I'm a bit confused. Are we on SharePoint on the app or we are still on the admin center SharePoint? Because
We are on the
I had
share.
to attend to.
So you have to attend to something, right? That's why you
Yes,
don't understand.
because I didn't follow that beginning, so I'm a bit confused
All
because
right.
I'm not on my system to
So
identify where.
I will not come back if you go to attend to something again. Agreed?
Sorry, yes, yes, because I just was urgent. Sorry,
Now,
sorry to draw.
th- this is a site. Now, by default, if you want to share a file or folder, this is the settings icon. This is the permission you have by default. Can edit, can view, can download. Right? Now, I said if you want to add your own permission level, like let's say now you want to give a permission level where somebody like cannot delete, somebody cannot edit. You understand? If you want to customize your own, this is how you do it. You come to this settings icon, click on site permission, you go to advanced permission setting. So when you are here now, you are going to see permission levels. You click on it, and then this is the already existing permission. Full control is for admin and owner of a site, right? So if you are the admin or owner, automatically you have full control. So if you want to add your own permission now, you click on add a permission level. When you click on this now, let's say the permission is, I don't want these users that are assigned this one now to be able to delete. They should be able to do every other thing, but they should not be able to delete. If you give them this permission, they should not see the delete option. What would I do? I'll first name the permission do not delete or cannot delete. Can not delete. With this permission, users will be unable to delete. Right? Now, this is just the title. This is the description. The reason why there's a description is that imagine now that two of us, we have two admin. Imagine that admin now wants to create a new one. But if you see your own now, I see the description, you will realize that it has already been created. It doesn't need to create it again, right? So now, if you want to select the action that that person can perform, anybody you assign this permission, you check the box, right? If you say the person can manage list, check it. If you say the person should be able to edit item, check it. If you say the person should be able to open item, check it. If you say the person should be able to view version, check it. Whatever you check here is what the person will be able to do, right? Now, because this particular permission now is for the person to be able to delete, you leave anything that concern it, you will not check it, right? So here now, we have delete item. If you check it, the person will be able to delete. But if you will check it, the person will not be able to delete. Right? Now, let's save it now. Create. So it depends on what your organization ask of you to configure for them. That's what will determine what you select. As you can see now, we have a permission level now called delete. So if you go back now, here, if I want to grab permission now to a user, so anybody, let's say to my Gmail, right? Here, if I come here now, I will see this option of permission here, delete. So if I click here now and I share it, I will be able to access the file, but I will not see that delete option, right? Where do you see delete option? If you come here now and I click here, this is delete. But that person now, because you give them that permission that the delete is unchecked, this option will not be there. Do you guys understand?
Yes, yes,
Idoko, do you understand?
yes, I understand.
Okay.
Amen.
So that's what permission label is about. Permission is what happened when the file has been shared, right? But sharing policy is what determine how the file, where the file will be able to reach out to, where the file will be able to go to. So what I want you now, somebody to do for me. So I want you to, like, on your free time, just create a special permission based on any scenario. Just think of any scenario and create a permission level. Try to assign that permission level. You can use your Gmail so that you test it out. Whatever you don't choose, that user will not be able to do that thing. That is what is supposed to happen. That's the expected behavior. Whatever you don't check, that user should not be able to do it. Right? So Idoko, can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you.
So now how did I explain? If you want to create your own ambition level, how will you achieve it? How would you achieve it?
Want to create your own permission level? First, you go to the site
Mm-hmm.
and then click on the settings,
Okay.
the
Just
setting
wait.
icon.
Uh-huh. All right.
Yes, click on the setting icon,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then okay. I was following on my and go to site. I think site settings.
There's no size settings here.
Click on that.
Look at the screen I'm sharing so that you don't confuse yourself. There's no
Okay,
size setting here.
okay. So I'm on the wrong.
You just look at the screen that I'm sharing and tell me what you want me to click on. So that as I'm clicking on this, other people can see it too. Do you understand?
Yeah. He said we should go to the site that we want to effect all
Great.
the right. We select a site and
Mm-hmm.
then we go to the settings of that
Mm-hmm.
site.
Mm-hmm.
Click on site permissions.
Okay.
Site permission, we should go to advanced permission settings, right?
Okay.
Then on the advanced permission settings, we now go to
Okay.
permission level, and then carry out whatever it is we want for it, whatever the organization decides that we should do
Mm-hmm.
concerning the site. Just check them.
So I don't need to click on anything on this page we are now.
No, if you want, that's why I said based on what your organization decides. If you want to add a permission level, you
Mm-hmm.
can click on add a permission level, and then it
Mm-hmm.
will reflect on these options that are showing here under maybe the under the full control, the design by creating a name, the description of the permission you want,
Okay.
and
All
then
right. Thank you very much. That's great. You actually got it right. So now let's talk about other things that are on that advanced permission level settings. I mean, so if you look here very well, like I said, here is for granting permission, right? So if you create a group, if you click on create group here and you give it a name, blah blah blah, group owner, it's as the same thing as creating a group on the main admin center, right? So if you create a group here now, it's going to automatically show up on the admin center as an F365 group. Do you understand? So let's say for instance now, I give this name um test third group. So here, group member, blah. So which group now? Which level do you see? You can decide which permission level do you want to give members of this group. So if I decide I want to give like the word I just created now, cannot delete. If I create it, if I should create it now, whoever I add to this group automatically will get this permission, that permission that I just gave the group now. So let's see if the group has showed up here. Let's see if the group showed up. Mm. So you can see, this is the group I just created now. Here, tested group, right? So if you want to add people to that group, all you need to do is just go to your admin. Come in. So you just come here, come to the group, add people, come to membership, members, add anybody you want to add. So everybody you add to that group on that site, they'll automatically have the permission you actually gave to them. Only if you want to change it, you can proceed to change it, right? So if you come back here, now that is create group. If you have like a user permission, let's say you have given a user a permission to a particular folder, you can delete it, you can remove it, right? You can also check the permission. So let's say how to check permission now of my Gmail. So it's going to tell me what permission level I have on that site, right? So you can see it says I have group owner, I have member. You know why? Because I have full permission. This is not actually my Gmail. This is my admin account. So if you put an email now that does not have like that does not have permission anymore, you will not see any results. All this space is going to be blank, right? Let's say come in. So let me check it now. As you can see, no result found. No result found. So that's what this does. If you have a user now that you're giving permission to a folder, you can remove their permission and you can edit it. Now, why this is graded out now is because I think it's because I've not given any permission like that on this side. So if you come here now, you can actually check that same thing that we checked. You can check it on folder level. That is the advanced permission. You can check it on folder level and file level. How? If I click this three dot now, if I click on manage access, you see this option here. If I click on it, if I click on advanced setting, this is the folder level, right? Now, there was a question is a guy asked me about breaking permission from the main or parents folder. I told you for permission is possible, but for policy, share policy, right? Now, this is a folder. This folder now is inheritance permission from the site. But I can decide I want to give the folder its own permission, right? How do I do that? I have to delete. I can delete it. Yeah. You see, I've deleted the inheritance, or I stop inheriting. Now, I can give myself a new permission to this particular folder. Right now, it's not inheriting permission from sites. I can decide which permission I want to give to this folder. Likewise, a file. This is a file now. Let me create a Word file inside here. Automatically, this Word is going to inherit any permission that comes with the folder. So let's check it. So here now, you can see, if I want to give that permission now, that file, its own special permission, I will stop inheriting. When I stop, then I can create my own. This is a new permission to that particular file, right? So that is how you break folder permission from the parent folder or file. Okay. So if you have question, please ask. I don't want to rush you. because there's still a lot to learn. So I don't want to rush you. I want you to understand. Please, if you have question, ask me. I'm waiting for you guys. So
Good evening, Mr. Thomas.
good evening,
Yeah, can you hear me?
Simon. Yeah.
Yeah, so my question is on SharePoint site. So
Mm-hmm.
opening the SharePoint site, I wanted to know what are the actual, like, what does the interface have to look like professionally? Because I know there's a part that displays the whole pictures and files, like, generally. So let's say you have random um sets of things you want to post on the site now. For instance, you want to keep so pictures, videos, files, documents, maybe even
Mm-hmm.
Excel files. Maybe some of them are presentation files. You know, all these files, they have different formatting. Excel, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, has XL, XS. So I would expect that
Mm-hmm.
all Excel files should be on one part, all PDF should be on one part, another on that. So is
Mm-hmm.
there a way that is going to be structured, or you be the one structuring these things by yourself? So
You'll
what
be
I
the one
mean
to
is
structure it.
you have to be the one to structure it if you're the admin.
Yes.
So when every user now, let's say I have I created a Microsoft 365 group. That group
Mm-hmm.
has 6 members. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so for instance, the first member that one deals with business and strategy. So we have all
Mm-hmm.
forms of business and strategy documents like
Mm-hmm.
invoice and all that. Second
Mm-hmm.
person deals with media, is the photographer. So he has all
Mm-hmm.
forms of pictures, wedding pictures and all that. You understand? And he also wants to, so like that channel now just be his
Mm-hmm.
own. So I'll grant him permission, just enough permission that he needs to carry out
Mm-hmm.
his own responsibilities on that site as a
Mm-hmm.
photographer. When he goes to the third
Yeah.
user, like, let's say this one is a caterer now, for
Mm-hmm.
instance. So he deals with catering items, food, and all that. Yes. So that one you
Yeah.
need to. So is there how, like, let's say for instance the landing page, is there a specific way the landing page should be designed after those guys have started sending in their files? The thing is
No.
gathering at the SharePoint. They each have their own OneDrive and all that.
Yeah.
So
So
who does that? Who does all those arrangements?
so there is no way, like, it doesn't, how do I put it? It doesn't arrange anything for you. You arrange it yourself,
Okay.
right? Let's say for instance now, these three folders now, right?
Yeah.
Let's just agree there are three departments.
Okay.
I can decide this first one is for photographer.
Okay.
Let me give you a instance. Let me say this one now. I can create a new one, but how to rename it? Photographer, right? I can decide this one is video editor, editor, right? Now, when I create this now, if I share this, I'll only be shared it to the video editor so that the video editor does not see the folders or files of the video photographer.
Okay.
Do you understand? So whatever
Yeah.
it is now, you can also decide that, okay, this photographer now has different type of photos. Let's say he has 2024. You can
Yeah.
create a folder here. Inside photographer, name it 2024 pictures,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I'll create another one, 2025 pictures. So now, any picture that is 2024 is going to put it here.
Yeah.
Anywhere I say 25, put it here. But you can see they are all under photographer. They are all
So
under photographer,
okay. Okay.
right?
Okay.
So you'll be the one to
Yeah, I get.
structure it. Yeah, you'll
But
be the one
like
to
for instance,
structure it.
let's go to that home. Please just click on that home up there.
Okay. Okay.
So the way it is now, this interface now, that icon for creating something new now, add-ins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's that one for now?
So here now,
What are
if you look here very well, you'll see that the option is different from this one here. You see that it's different. This one, they say add folder, upload file, add Excel, add Word. Those are files. But if you come here now, whatever you're adding is going to be added to this whole page interface. Like for instance now, if you add a list, what is the list? A list is like Excel. Sure you get it's like Excel on the SharePoint site. So if you create a list now, you're going to be creating table and columns and all that, rows and columns. When you export it, it's going to be exported to an Excel file. So it's just like creating Excel file, right? But it's in the list. Now what they call here document library. Document library is if you want to have a separate document library. This is the default one. But if you want another one, you create it here. It's going to show up here. So let me create one now. This is document 2. You can see show in site navigation. Can you see it?
Okay.
So here now, I can start creating new document.
Or document 2.
So
Okay, good. I understand this part. I understand this part now. But
So
please hold on,
yeah.
please give me. I understand this part now. So let me click. You see the other home button up, that one that actually looks like a house, the one that is being drawn like a house. Please can you click that part? Good. So for something like this now, I can see different things. Look at frequent site.
So this is a different home. This is a different home. Now this is like a shortcut to show you all the sites you have access to. Right?
So
now
okay, so
if I give you
this SharePoint, wait, so this SharePoint site now has multiple sites. Is what you're saying? Like SharePoint site inside another SharePoint site.
So this is like, see, let me show you something. If I give you a license now, right? As I give you a license, if you click here on the left top corner, right, you should see apps. You should see Word, Excel, SharePoint also.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
If you click on SharePoint, this is what you see. So this is like a part that shows you everything you have on SharePoint. So what you are seeing here now are the sites you have access to.
Okay.
So the only thing you see here is the site you have access to. Now imagine you are not an admin. Me now, I'm an admin. If I want to go to this site now, I'll come here, active site, and then I'll select whatever site I want. So imagine you now, if you are not an admin, how will you access your site? That's where they brought this option.
Okay.
Right? So this is for actual users, not admin. It's not for admin.
Okay. So that home
You
page, the
understand?
other home page that you clicked on that for users, I use that page.
Exactly. For them to be able to access all the sites they have access to.
And that's the one we're going to use permission to grant them, Abby. It depends on the permission we grant them. That they'll be able to
As
get
far as they have
access to
access to a
whichever.
site.
Yeah.
As far as they have access to a site, it's going to be listed there.
Okay.
That's the user side. That's the user side of reaching their SharePoint. And this view now, this view that we are on now is admin view.
Admin SharePoint.
You understand? Admin view. The other one
Okay.
is
Sorry,
user
sorry,
view.
sorry, sorry. I'm cut. Okay, that means we don't have access to this point now because I initially asked a question that the former one, the first one that the guy pointed you at, that was how my own is just showing like that. For this place you are seeing admin center, I don't have access to it.
I
Could it
told
be
you
the
to
reason?
I told you to reach out to me after the class. I'll check your permission level. I'll see if you have admin rights. Because the
Okay,
only
okay,
way you are able to access that if you are a
okay.
SharePoint admin. If you are not a SharePoint admin, you can't access that.
Okay, because why I even asked, I thought you said you granted us, you gave all of us the permission, you gave all of
I
us
did.
SharePoint.
I did. That's why I say reach out to me. Let me check what
It's
is
okay.
wrong. All
Okay.
right. So that's it. If I
All right.
confirm what happened, maybe I'll assign and assign it again to you. Do you understand?
So it's safe to say that the admin center is for the admin to carry out whatever tasks they want to carry, and
Mm-hmm.
then app launch is for those the users who are not admins to be able to have access to what the admin is doing. I mean, is it safe to say it that way?
Not doing what the admin
Or
is
the
doing is configuration. You as a user, it's what the admin configure for you that you see. You understand? So if imagine that option now is not there. This option, imagine it's not there. You that you're a user, that you're not admin, how do you access your
yes,
SharePoint?
okay.
Do you understand? It's if you
Yes,
come
I
here
do.
now and you click on SharePoint, every SharePoint you have access to will be listed here.
Okay.
So you can easily choose which one you want to go to. You
Okay.
understand? This is the test now. On admin view, this is how it look like. On admin,
Okay.
this is how it look like. But on user side, this is how it look like. Do you get now?
Yes, yes.
So that's it. Any other question? So we can call it a day. So we still have a lot, right? I don't want to rush you. My aim is for you to understand. Because if you rush now, no, 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 no. At the end of the day, you have unanswered questions. So I hope you guys understand everything we talked about today.
Yes.
I'm talking to everybody. Oh.
Yes,
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 yes.
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 Well, we really need to go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
we
Yes.
will.
revisit the
Sure.
videos. Yeah,
Don't worry.
that's it.
I'll make the
Even
video
on
available.
There are many things
Yes,
to
yes.
to
The videos
understand.
are actually they're very
Yes,
okay because I get to go back to them and
we
like
have to.
there are some things there are some things I'll just miss during the class because of the
Yeah.
No
distraction, like
problem.
hey, alpha. So it's actually
Yes.
very
So
okay, the videos.
yeah. So after the class, I'll upload it as usual, and I'll drop the link on the chat. So once I drop it
But
there,
Mr. Combs,
yeah,
if
yeah.
during the course of practicing during the week, let's say because
Mm-hmm,
after like from tomorrow night, within any free period I have, of course, I always want to go back and do one or
mm-hmm,
two things. Is it possible
mm-hmm.
to like come into your DM if I have any question like I'm trying to do this, but I really don't I need clarity.
Sure. People reach
Is
out
it
to me all the time. Sure. People reach out to me almost every day, and I
because
answer
I feel
them.
like uh,
Yeah.
it might sound unprofessional to just enter into your DM and say,
No.
okay, I have any
No.
issues with this, I help.
As far as it has to do with a doubt, or you ought to like clear your doubts about something that was taught. Why not?
No problem, no problem.
You
Thank you.
understand? So thank you very much for joining the class. The funny thing is that let me stop recording first. Do you know the funny thing? I created over 200 accounts